My name is Per Olov Hammargren, and I'm a SNIC coordinator at SNIC office, which is at a part of Uppsala University. Within the frame of EOSC-Nordic, I'm the main coordinator for SNIC, which is, the national HPC provider in Sweden. And I'm also the subtask leader for T2.1, which is a subtask in work package 2, which Sarah just informed you about. So today I'm going to give you a very brief overview of what we are doing in a common survey with the other regional initiatives. And do please excuse that you're going to see the same images here, of course, a few times, across the different presentations. So, as Sarah just showed you, so we are going to, as you know, within the frame of EOSC-Nordic, 10 countries participate, both the Baltics and the Nordics. This is partly an extension of the cooperation within NIC and partly an expansion in the fact that it involves the Baltics. So we're going to do a survey of the e-infrastructure landscape in all of these participating countries, all these 10. So just like the other regional initiatives, like EOSC Pillar and the regional initiative in the Balkans, we pretty much cover the whole e-infrastructure chain, delivery chain and landscape in our analysis and what we do. This is everything from steering documents such as national policies. We do inventories of services which might be available to EOSC. And we also have up and running services and pilots, which we deal with within the frame of EOSC-Nordic, of course, as you know. We also investigate FAIR as an example. So moving on, so what do we aim to do within the frame of EOSC-Nordic? So a part is that we aim to involve key stakeholders, ranging from data repositories to ministries. So, and we do this via 6 work packages. And you were just given a presentation about work package 2, which is about policies, legal issues, and sustainability. And you will be given a presentation about work package 4, which involves FAIR data. So involving our stakeholders, we will do that through many different means. One of the first means is through this common survey, which I will tell you about now. So, moving on. As I mentioned, EOSC-Nordic will, together with EOSC Pillar and NIOS for Europe, do a common survey of the e-infrastructure landscape in Europe with a focus on EOSC. This is a collaboration which started out this summer, and the main goal is to provide the EOSC working groups with a comprehensive picture of the e-infrastructure landscape. And VP lead here in VP2 is Sarah, of course. I'm the subtask leader. So what have we accomplished this far? We have given input to the EOSC Pillar development of a common survey concept. We have done an inventory of Nordic target groups, which I will describe in the next slide. And we are in the process of setting up our online instance for this particular survey. We will use open source software using the same tool as EOSC Pillar. We will launch this particular survey mid-November, so it's very close. So, as I mentioned, just like the other projects, we have 4 target groups. We have e-infrastructures, such as SNIC, CSC, DIKE. We have NRENs, such as SUNET here in Sweden, as an example. We're going to survey mature research infrastructures. You can think of something like ESS or MAX4 and ERIX with their seats in the Nordics. We're going to survey funding bodies, And this is, of course, research councils where some of you work. So I'm giving you a bit of a hint that you will be receiving a survey quite soon, and hopefully you will answer it. We will also target universities, and in our targeting of universities, we are going to be quite specific in targeting specific persons who we think might be able to give us the answers we require regarding EOSC then. So we are going to do a very targeted selection of people. So on to the topics. I mean, and the topics of this survey covers the whole delivery chain of e-infrastructure, depending on the target group, of course. So if you are an e-infrastructure and you get our survey, you get a specific host of questions. I mean, ranging from, steering documents, I mean, policies, FAIR, etc., to organizational questions, to budgetary questions, and to very technical questions. If you are a university or a funding body and receive our survey, you will have a lighter version, which mostly focuses on EOSC and the impact of and the potential impact of EOSC on your respective organizations. As an example. So moving on, next steps. We will, as I previously mentioned, we will launch our survey mid-November, and we expect preliminary results in the latter part of December. We expect to be able to analyze and prepare data during January 2020, and we will hopefully make use of an analyst employed by the EOSC Secretariat, who will, compile the results for all regional initiatives. That is EOSC-Nordic, NICS for Europe, and EOSC. We expect to be able to disseminate our results to stakeholders such as the EOSC Working Group and other stakeholders like our own funders during February. And we also hope to be able to take part in the recently codified cooperation with other regional projects. We hope to be able to discuss the results and perhaps discuss whether we want to make more surveys of the infrastructure landscape and such. Moving on. So what are we going to do with the results? We hope that the results will aid in the implementation of EOSC, to give the EOSC working groups an overview of the landscape from the perspective of different stakeholders, which might lead to policy steering and evidence-based decision making regarding the future of EOSC. And we also hope that we will be able to use this result to calibrate further surveys of EOSC related and e-infrastructure related matters in Europe. So I was asked by Sarah to think of a few questions to you participants. So I'm going to show my last slide, which is 2 questions I have for you for further discussion. So we are conducting this common survey with the other regional initiatives to get an overview of the European infrastructure landscape and stakeholders' view of EOSC, basically. So I wonder, are there specific aspects of the infrastructure landscape that you are specifically interested in and that you want us to find out more about? And what information would you require to further your understanding of the infrastructure landscape? So that is what I have for today. So